Hello, welcome to News English from Nine Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. The Central Institute for Economic Management (CIEM) has just released the report of Vietnam's economy in the first 6 months and prospects for the end of 2023. The report offered 3 scenarios for GDP growth for the whole year, in which the most optimistic forecast is 6.46%, lower than the target set by the beginning of the year. The 3 scenarios of Vietnam's economic growth according to CIEM have GDP growth rates from 5.72% to 6.46%. In the worst-case scenario, GDP growth is at 5.34%, assuming that world economic factors continue to remain consistent with the assessment of international organizations and Vietnam maintain the same policy effort as in the second half of 2021-2022. The second scenario is that GDP growth is forecast at 5.72%, with keeping most of the assumptions in the first scenario related to the world economic factors, but there are some adjustments to monetary easing and more aggressive fiscal in Vietnam. The most optimistic scenario is when GDP growth is forecast at 6.46% in 2023. Notably, all 3 scenarios show that it is difficult to achieve the 6.5% growth target set by the National Assembly and the government. The Vietnam Leverage Committee of Thông Nhân District has just held a conference to review the draft report on the contents that need to be adjusted and supplemented to update the Dong Nai Provincial Master Plan for the period 2021-2030 with vision to 2050. At the conference, the delegates basically agreed on the contents that need to be adjusted and supplemented to update the Dong Nai Province Plan for the period 2021-2030, with a vision to 2050 in the district on additional content of planning an additional 85 hectares of logistic warehouses in Lok 25 commune to exploit the potential and advantages of geographical location when Long Thanh International Airport is completed and put into operation. Additional over 40 hectares of cemetery land in Bông Ham 2 and Xuân Thị communes to meet the needs in the coming term. Some delegates suggested that when projects are put into planning, they should be implemented soon to avoid affecting the lives of households whose land is located in the project. Yesterday, the Dong Nai Provincial Youth Union coordinated with the military command of the province and the 25th Brigade, the 7th Military Region, held the opening ceremony of the Military Semester Program 2023. With the theme "Proud to be a Junior Soldier," this year's military semester program took place in 7 days, with the participation of more than 120 junior soldiers in the province of Dong Nai. During the time participating in the program, the junior soldiers will have the opportunity to experience the army with useful activities such as training in rules, commanding a team, guiding the arrangement of personal and collective affairs in the army, life skills education, and so on. The content of the program equips students with knowledge of defense education, life skills, and organizes supplementary activities for students to ensure the framework program according to the regulations of the General Department of Politics of the People's Army of Vietnam and the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union. Turkey yesterday agreed to let Sweden join NATO. This move sets the stage for the allies to show unity at the NATO summit in Lithuania. Turkey's blockade of Sweden from joining NATO has cast a dark cloud over preparations for the bloc summit, which opens today. However, the day before the conference, the countries resolved their differences in 11-hour negotiations in Vilnius, Lithuania, Editors, Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan asked the European Union (EU) to revive Turkey's stalled bid for membership as a prerequisite for Sweden's accession to NATO. In response, Sweden and European Council President Charles Michel said it would actively support Turkey's efforts to join the EU. After the goodwill of the two sides, Turkey officially agreed to let Sweden join NATO. Speaking on the occasion, Sweden's Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson said he was very happy and hoped a good day for Sweden. Today, Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, warned the U.S. military would face a very critical flight in the event of multiple illegal intrusion. Kim Yo-jong's warning came a day after her other statement alleging that a U.S. spy plane the same day had flown into airspace over North Korea's exclusive economic zone. In the English language message published by the Korean Central News Agency, Kim Yo-jong emphasized, in case of prepared illegal intrusion, the U.S. forces will experience a very critical flight. That's all for the news English for today. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.